How you doing, chat? Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a good weekend. What's cracking, everybody? What up, Froggy? How you doing, man? All is well, I hope. Beatsville, what's up? Lexit, Trevor, Botond, Dino, Dan, Arnesis, Miguel. What's going on, people? How y'all living? Does anyone else have a big gap on their chart? What's going on here? For some reason, like, Rhythmic is not filling in the data. What up, Eddie? How's the out-of-town wedding? What's going on here? There's no data. I might have to just reboot this guy. It's gonna drive me nuts. I mean, this is like a different gap. This is like a mid-session gap. That's incorrect. Trading View does not show it. I know we have a gap up otherwise, though. All right, hang on a second. Nice, Eddie. Lorraine from work. What up, man? There we go. Now the data is filled in. Do you see what I mean? Like there was showing a gap from like 4:30 or something. I don't know. Anyways, I know there's a gap up, but that's something different. What up, Cohen? How you doing? All right, let me just finish looking here, see if there's any levels I want to mark. I don't know. It's a little 30-minute demand. I'm not sure if that's of any importance. What up, Jake? How you living, man? Jake. Jake, your booty. How you doing? All right. See that gap is no wait, that's the right gap. I was gonna say, well, now the gap is showing there. No, that's the regular gap, not a data gap. Okay. Markets are open. Let's have a great week, guys. What up, Grizz? How you doing, man? Tyler, what's going on? Mike, good morning. Here we are, straight into overnight highs here. It makes sense. We opened pretty high. So I don't know what that massive gap up is about, but so be it. So obviously, not really any structure to speak of. So might just have to be patient for something to set up. No rejection. What's up, Dan? How you doing? Am I green? We just opened like 2 minutes ago, so no trades yet. Lupek, how you doing, man? Tyler, you've always traded NQ, but been killing it on gold overnight lately. Not sure what to make of that. Well, looks like you have something else to add to your arsenal of, you know, ways to make money, so that's great. The tactic should always be buy the Sunday Open. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, look at that. It's been such a. I was checking in on it last night, looking at that consolidation we had after that gap up. This thing is just like, I don't know why it gapped up to begin with, but I was just looking at this. It's just going back and forth, tightening, and did look like it was going to break higher, but I was just, you know, I don't really like trading Globex, and I'm not just going to buy it just because of a candlestick pattern. But what's up, Mayan? How you doing? Riley, what's going on? All right, so I logged into Take Profit Trader directly this time. Made $613 in this funded account on the first day on Friday. Looking to continue building that balance up so I can get daily payouts. Yes, please. That would be sick. So, gonna keep grinding away. I hope there's some really great price action for us to take advantage of this morning. That would make me happy. Jello, what's going on, man? Been a while. How you doing? I've been well, thank you. Parshab bright and early. What's up, Parshab? What's going on? I'm good. I was trying to stream to Twitch too this morning, and for some reason, I don't know why. Like when I hit stream, I started streaming to Twitch and not to YouTube, so I just killed it and went back to YouTube. I don't know what that was about. Oh well. Okay. Wrote some new ATMs. Was that automated trade management or whatever? It's like Ninja Traders bots or whatever. Trying to base hits on gold. Nice truck. Let me know how that goes. Moving lower here. Got a little 30-minute demand. We got VWAP right down here too. We got 800. So I'd like to see it bounce here. Nice Grizz. Did you just short that overnight high sweep there? Nice job, Grizz. You getting those daily payouts again? Back on that daily payout grind, bro? Nice job, Grizz. Very good. I trade prop firms, yeah. Take profit trader right now. I also made the best prop firm comparison tool in existence called Prop Firm Gorilla. Compare up to 5 plans from any 5 firms and make a side-by-side chart for evaluation and funded rules and see the pricing for each at propfirmgorilla.com. Heyo. Wow, dude. Sounds like you need that rest, Parshav. All right. Super bounce here. It is very slick ass. Very slick ass. Thank you. Would I consider myself a profitable trader? I would. Thank you, Jello. Appreciate it. Yep. No courses here. Except for UncleDan'sTrendlineCourse.com. The best 3-minute course about drawing a line connecting point A to point B to point C. $3,000 on sale for $299.95. That makes sense? $29.95. This was on sale for it. That's $2,995, of course. Packed full of 3 minutes of content. How to draw the best damn trend lines. UncleDan'sTrendlineCourse.com. That's the one. Gonna make you a star, baby. Buy the course, I'll make you a star. What's ZWD Parsha? I don't even know what that is. 3 minutes, that's cheap. Should be at least 5K. You're right, Botan. The value is immense. There's immense value of this. It's actually a $20,000 value that I've marked down to $2,995 because I'm a man of the people. A lot of people don't understand that. They say, dude, you're just doing this to make money, you grifter. And I'm saying, no. Do you realize the value that I've discounted here? I'm barely profitable selling this course. There's only a 95% profit margin on this course, bro. A lot of people don't understand that. Zimbabwe dollar. You know, I thought it might be Zimbabwe dollar. Is Zimbabwe the country that had crazy inflation and had like the $1 trillion bill and stuff? My grandpa he has like some currency collection. He used to show me. I think he has a Zimbabwe, like, you know, some crazy denomination bill from when they had that inflation. I think it was them. Yeah. I think I've seen like photos where they were just like, the money was so worthless. They're just like using it for like stacks of dollar bills, just like sit on or something, you know? They're using it just for there's no purchasing power with it. So they're just using it for anything else. Kind of crazy how that can happen. I haven't heard of him, no, Parshav. I don't know. Education here in the States, we barely, I'll speak for myself, but we didn't spend a ton of time on other stuff. I mean, no, we didn't go that much into stuff, I don't think. For some reason, like in 8th grade, I remember doing, our social studies teacher was like really into like the last Tsar of Russia, like Tsar Nicholas and his family. And so for some reason, I remember that so much. I feel like we spent so much time learning about that. I think the teacher is just like into it. So Gabagool, don't go digging in my trash can. Nothing in that trash can for Gabagool.
Gabagool, over here.
Trent with his Starbucks update. His Starbucks is good today, guys, in case you're wondering. In case you're wondering, maybe you yourself should go get a Starbucks. Glad to hear that it's a good batch. Evan, what up? How was your weekend? All right, guys. I think we just have a little bit of opening chop to work through here. That level I marked earlier held nicely. It was a confluence of three things that I liked. 30-minute demand, 800 level, and VWAP. Made for a good little bounce there, but for now, we wait. Excuse me. Weekend was good, Evan. Thanks. Yeah. Parshov just wants to give you points to take points from you. Yeah, Jake, they did do Nick's family wrong. No kidding. They killed his freaking whole family. It's crazy. What's your opinion on KView? KVUE? I don't even know what that is. We're trading futures index, NASDAQ here, so I don't really look at individual tickers very often. I don't remember the code. What's the command to give? It's like give points or something. Give points. Botan. I don't know. Does that work? Looking for another rejection here. Add points. Add points. Man needs his points. There you go, buddy. You know, add another 2,000 points if you buy Uncle Dan's Trendline course. It's a little fringe benefit for you. Not advertising the course. Again, it's just because I'm a man of the people. Yeah, Evan, I did get there. Technology cannot take me down. I'm young still. Don't question it. Thank you, Jake, for the MC insights. Grizz is pretty savage, man. He's like the villain in a movie where he's like, you know, let's say he's gonna like play a poker game with James Bond to make it seem like he's being fair and reasonable, but he's gonna kill him anyways, or at least try to. And obviously, fail miserably. Evan's getting a little high on his horse because he's not only a mod, but he's a member too, so he thinks he's like hot shit. And to be honest, he is. Yeah, Jake. I think he's like Anton with like a little bit extra broccoli. He's like, I like Anton's hair and I like the Gen Z broccoli top. I want to do a mix of both. That's Grizz's hair. Oh my gosh. you mods are you mods are freaking really beating up Parshav here. I think we gotta wait. I think we'll get a. I mean, I'm just hoping, but I hope we get a nice move here. I think it's just letting the opening chop play out. It's not Parsha's fault that he can't win any fucking gift memberships, and he's not good at gambling, and he's not a mod. It's not his fault. Oh man. Easy come, easy go, I guess, Parshav. Easy come, easy go. What can we do about it? Nothing can be done. I can't think of any way to solve this. Chop, chop, chop. Yep. Yep. Is it a 3-minute chart? I don't even have one pulled up. Let's do it this way. Ah. Beep. $2.99. All right, well. Well. Can we just get like a nice sharp move in one direction? Like a jab down would be nice. Shake out some of these longs. Just a bounce here is kind of boring. Trade on the 3-minute chart? Oh, okay. Teach their own. Jake trades off the 5-finger futures chart. What's that band like? 5-finger death punch or something? Is it 5-finger? Yeah, Grizz definitely power trips with his mod capabilities there. All right. 5-finger death punch. Yeah. Are we just moving up? Is that it? What a Wookie. Yeah, don't even want to test that gap. I agree. Yeah, you mentioned 25-8 last week. Yeah, I remember that. Keeps pumping, yeah. This market knows no bounds. What's TTS, Parshav? Looks like a buy and forget. Yeah, it does. Anyone else think Aaron Rodgers looks like Bert from Bert and Ernie with the helmet on? Yeah, he does. He's a goofy ass. Oh, Texas Beach. What's good about that? I don't know how to turn that on. Yeah, his helmet looks way too big for him. Yeah, he just looks weird with that helmet on. You're right. Okay, I don't. Where is TTS? I don't even see where it would be here. Oh, didn't Trades by Matt have that? I feel like I've. it would it would like read their message. I think I remember that. Okay, Texas. I think I figured out the section here. There we go. Texas speech settings. 0.1. I turned it on, but wouldn't I have to do something in OBS though to make it actually bring audio in like that? So I think I have to like double check. I gotta add the widget here, so hang on a second. Okay, I think it might work. Grizz, you want to test it out real quick? 0.1, does that just mean a penny? No, 10 cents, I mean. All right. If we want to test it out, I think it's set up right. Post the link. Gotta do a link. Wait, Kevin, did you? What? Hang on a second. I don't know why it says you super chat $41. Oh, maybe that's a test. Right? Yeah, I think that's just a test.
Parchy Parch.
There goes Grizz. Did you guys hear it? I didn't have my monitor on, so I couldn't hear it. Did it work though? I edited it already, Parshov. Because I'm a genius with computers. Cool. All right. Anyone else want to try it? Creamsicle, you convinced trading is rigged and no one is actually profitable and it's all just lies. You're $100 away from passing eval and you blew this account. Okay. Well, have you seen me take a trade here? There's a reason why I'm not trading it. And it's because it's just like choppy, right? There's nothing that I really see here. We broke this trend line, which who cares? Like, okay, it's chopped, so I don't really care that much about the trend line break. But since the prevailing trend is up, I could have longed around here, but it's just not that high quality of a trade. So I'm not that interested in it. Show me the voice options. Let's see, I could pick the language. And let's see, you said Brian's the best. This is why we're goofing around with this stuff instead of trading. British Brian, you want British Brian? All right, well, someone try Dono and see if it works. Creamsicle, I mean, I it's frustrating. I get it. Trust me, no one understands the frustrations of trading. Like, I mean, I'm saying I understand the frustrations of trading just like you. Trust me. I was literally, you know, all I had to do is essentially close out a trade, maybe take one more for like $50, and I would have gotten a $20,000 payout on Apex last year, and I effed it up. That's on me though. You know, it's no one else's fault. It's not anyone's fault there. It's not the market's fault. It's my fault. That's the way that cookie crumbled. But I mean, I get it. I get being like that close and not even, getting paid off that. So I mean, I get it. Trust me. It's the hardest thing about it. It's the profession with like the ultimate freedom, the ability to literally scale, like give yourself a raise by. Well, let's hear. Here's a super chat.
Pachi, 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 pachi.
That's fun as shit. We should have done this years ago. Oh my gosh. I don't even remember what I was saying, but shit, that's funny. Oh, guys. That's good stuff right there. What have I done? I'm gonna go pull out a HELOC real quick. Hey, I'm all for that, Grizz. I think that's a good financial decision. You can get Uncle Dan's Trendline course. You can do all the super chats, your heart desires. All right. You're better off playing blackjack. I mean, it depends. Look, trading's not for everybody. And there's a reason why everyone says, 90 whatever percent of traders lose money. But you think about it, you're trying to do the hardest thing. It's the hardest profession I can think of. That's like a self-taught kind of thing that you can't just go get a degree and then go get a job and learn it on the, it's not like that. So there's no real structure for becoming successful at trading, right? How long have you been trading, Creamsicle? Yeah, goes into a serious monologue, gets interrupted by funny voice. What was I talking about? Oh, man. You've been trading since April. So isn't that a long time? I feel like you're trolling me. I feel like that's a troll. No, it's not a long time. You need like years of this shit. Like literally years of struggling. If you can't handle years of struggling, then it's not for you. This is the cold, honest truth. It's freaking hard. Don't let any social media influencer tell you otherwise. They're just trying to sell you something. They're trying to sell you a course. They're trying to sell you a prop firm, whatever. Don't. It's hard, man. It takes years. If it was that, if you could just do it in 6 months, like everyone would do it. It's not like that, unfortunately. Like we all wish it was a little easier and without changing the ability to make the kind of money you can make trading. We're sitting around clicking buttons in our pajamas, like fucking, it's the best friggin' thing you could possibly, conjure up. It just happens to be insanely difficult. I think, in addition to just learning like technicals, the market mechanics, price action, and just learning all that, you're battling your brain. I think to me, that's the most challenging part. You're battling some like, the discomfort of, what trading entails. Like your brain's trying to keep you out of that situation. So you kind of have to retrain your brain, which is very difficult. All right. Watch my Funded Trader series, maybe. I think, what's this? What's the command for that one? This is still not my main income. No, I've been doing this for 5+ years. Watch my Becoming a Funded Trader series. That, I mean, hopefully will show you the some of the difficulties I encountered and you still encounter. It's crazy difficult. It's nuts. You think prop firms are a scam because you feel like if you had more drawdown, like $50,000 of drawdown, you'd be able to make money. Well, prop firms don't tell you you're going to get $50,000 of drawdown. They're saying it's like a 50K equivalent with your, leverage and everything. Which, yeah, it's advertising, it's marketing, whatever. But they do tell you your drawdown. The rules are there, so But you shouldn't, in my opinion, you shouldn't be trading prop firms yet because it's, you're still in the learning stage. So that's fine. My number one piece of advice is maybe the most annoying piece of advice to someone is don't try to make money. Because if you go into this right now thinking like, oh man, like if I make $5,000, if I get a $5,000 payout, I can do X, Y, Z. I can do this. I can do that. But that's going to make it really frustrating when you don't make that $5,000. Like I remember, maybe year 2, I'm like, man, if I make like 20K trading these options, I could pay for this with the renovation I'm doing on my house. I can do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't. And I'm just like, fuck, I really wanted, like, I was like counting on that, practically. Not literally counting on it for like I can't afford this, but I was like emotionally counting on it, and then it becomes extra difficult. Grizz, today's your last day here. Till next week, I'm going on vacation to Cancun. Nice. Gonna ask my girlfriend to be my wife. Then she's gonna be your ex-girlfriend. So hopefully you can, maybe you should start your proposal saying, "I don't want you to be my girlfriend anymore." And then she like freaks out and they say, because I want you to be my wife. Like girls love it when you play with their emotions like that, right around a big moment. They love it. Trust me, dude. Say, I don't want to be boyfriend, girlfriend anymore. This is just not working for me. I want to be husband and wife, baby. Boom. And once the slap on your cheek fades, be all good. How the F are you married with advice like that? It's opposite day. Okay, there's back to overnight highs here. Got a little doji there on the 5 minute. Got some upper wick here on the 15 potentially, so that's going to close out in 3.5 minutes. We'll see what that's looking like. Mohammed, I hope that my banter is helping you really lock in with your trading. What up, Naughty? How you doing? How you doing? Chat, everyone have a good weekend? Anyone do anything fun? I watched my Steelers look good for like 1 quarter and then freaking throw in the towel and look like crap. That was fun. Had a blast doing that. I always look forward to like their primetime games, like they played like, the previous Thursday night last week. And I was like, Thursday night, Steelers play, it's gonna be good, gonna be fun. Freaking sucked it up. And it's like Sunday Night Football, all right, all day long. I'm like, all right, Steelers tonight, it's gonna be fun. Sucked it up, man. Yeah, Scat went down. I heard. I didn't see it, but I saw him get carted off. How do you keep from over trading or FOMO trading? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I overtrade. If you're using a platform like Project X, you can limit yourself by the amount of trades, or you can lock yourself out after you get a daily goal hit. So I would recommend doing that. Is Scat down for like, is he gonna be like on IR now? I mean, usually when they bring the card in, it's like you're done. I don't even know what he hurt though. Scataboo. That dude runs hard. Steelers is awful. Yeah, dude, and they're the highest paid defense. You know what? I honestly think it's like a coaching issue. I think our defensive coordinator blows chunks. You know, there's talent on the roster, and they, you know, I've heard like where teams kind of look forward to playing the Steelers defense because it's so freaking transparent. It's like really obvious. All right, is this a Scataboo play? Oh wait, no. Well, I don't know if I want to see this, bro. Oh, I don't know if I want to see this. Oh, fuck. Nah, yeah, no, I ain't watching that. I always think, like, whenever I'm watching football, that's like, just watching it, I'm always like, oh, I hope their foot doesn't get trapped, you know? That's like, that'd be like probably my biggest concern. Other than getting CT and murdering everybody. But, like, getting your foot trapped, it's so easy for it to happen, you know? Or for, like, your foot to get, you know, someone to like anchor your foot and then someone to smash you going the other way and just like ripping your freaking ACL, or I mean your the knee. What's that? That's ACL, yeah. Anyway, that's rough. He was having a really nice season there. Nice hard runner, you know. Why do you think firms do scaling? Like, why does MFFU let you trade 3 minis in eval but not off rip on sim funded? I think it'd be too easy to get like windfall payouts, you know, or not windfall necessarily, but just like really fast pay, like really fast. You could work up your balance really fast, I think. And when you limit the amount of contracts, you know, it makes it a little harder to do that. So that's probably why. Adrian, I am working on a tier list, actually. I'll probably put that on Wednesday. Prop firm tier list. I'll be interested to see if you guys agree with me or not. I think I rate about 9 different ones, maybe. That video will probably come out Wednesday. Power Shop, you know I always talk about MFFU. They're solid. One of the best. Our prop firms make money off instant funded. People pay 500, then they lose 6,000. It's because it's sim funded. It's not, the prop firm's not actually losing 6,000. They're not losing anything. Now, when you make money, which obviously is harder to do than lose money, then they pay you out of their own profits. Except for the futures desk, they don't do that. Futures desk doesn't do sim payouts. They only do live broker payouts. Oh, I use code Dan at it, right? Yeah, use code Dan. That's for damn sure. That's we'll give you the best discount and support the channel. That sounds like a win-win. All right. We're having a good time, even though market's not doing a whole lot of anything at the moment. I don't really see anything I love. The 15-minute close at that upper wick I talked about. Maybe we can move a little bit lower. I would like us to move under 800. I would even take a move to 800. One up trading does the live instant. Yeah, I gotta look into that more. You always say that. Earn to trade. Interesting. I mean, that would cost a lot, right? Or they limit you. They'd have to put you in micros or something. All right, what's gold doing? All right, you piqued my interest by saying it's Thuman. Bro. Holy drop, Batman. Wow. It really tanked on, what, the 20? That was a week ago? Okay. Don't really remember that. All right, ESN at VWAP here. We'll see if we can get a bounce on Naz as well. Bounce. Steven, that's always the dilemma, is to take the payout immediately, even though your drawdown, you lose some drawdown. That's always the dilemma. I usually want to use up all of my drawdown possible, right? So when I get moved to 50,100, it's not a big deal. It's just like the same drawdown as before. That's usually my goal, and I would love to do that by the time, 5 trading days rolls around. Profitability, but easier said than done. So it's kind of up to you. If you're just a really consistent trader, you could consider using all your drawdown, but I mean, I think the slight majority of chat, we've done polls before. I think slight majority would usually say, take the payout. Kevin does. Kevin says, take the payout always. Marshav, you reckon gold go up more and then the dollar goes back to the gold standard? I don't think so. Brent went back and failed when they tried to go back to the gold standard in 1925. Yeah, I don't think we would do that. All right, so no VWAP bounce there for ES. I would like to see NASDAQ now run into VWAP here, full speed ahead. Grizz leaves 2K buffer. Can't talk good. I can't talk so good right now. Grizz says he takes out a 2K buffer and leaves the rest. All right. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, Grizz. Griswold, Sir Grizzly. 2K is usually enough room to play around with. Yeah, nothing more demoralizing though than being able to take a payout, not doing it, and then blowing the account. Been there. Sucks. Feel like a fool. Which, for some reason, trading is really good at making you feel like a complete dummy sometimes. How often is Monday morning like kind of garbage where, you spend maybe the weekend, maybe Sunday at least, kind of looking forward to getting back in the charts and trading, and then Monday opens up and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? Call this a market? This here some hogwash. I am unwell. We gonna get down to 800 right now. Dang it. Dadgummit. You move when I say so, NASDAQ. It's here my country. That's my rancher who's just had it with ranching and wants to become a trader. That's that character. So that's taking payout, affect your drawdown. So like who was saying, like Steven says, a lot of times it'll snap up to your starting balance plus $100. A lot of firms do that. Not all, but many.
ICT are best on God Meta.
Oh, legs of you unhinged, son. Oh gosh, that's funny. Yeah, Joey, but the the amount of profit Apex makes is outrageous. Like they make $7 to $12 million a month. And then it's honestly good advertising for their firm. Think about it. Think about how many people are lured into that $1 million payout when they hear about that. They did that where? Top Step limits me to, $5,000 payments. They made $1 million on Apex. I'm going to go try Apex, You watch your mouth, Parshav. You watch it, son. I'm a spry spring chicken of a millennial. Thank you. What's up, Ola? How you doing? I heard might not be true, but if you trade well, then they just copy your trades. Well, they definitely have a ton of data, and they could copy your trades if they want to. I'm not sure they do. I don't know. It'd have to be, part of their business model. I know they talk about it, but I don't know if they do it. Bro, please don't say Apex. We all know they only pay influencers. That's not true. I know that people say that. But I've heard from plenty of people here and elsewhere that have gotten paid from Apex that aren't, people, known people on social media. I mean, even Matt got denied a payout, Well, I just started using Tradeify props, but isn't there drawdown? Isn't your drawdown actually... Does your drawdown increase after your first payout? Not to my knowledge. Botan, you got paid a lot from Apex, so it's not true. Yeah, there you go. Well, Botan, you're famous in Budapest, right? They have like Botan Day. Because I don't think they're not giving him. Maybe I'm wrong. They're not giving him past accounts, but they will give him codes for free accounts, right? Apex gives me codes sometimes, so they'll definitely give Matt codes. Tyler, you've been paid by Apex? Nice. See, yeah, there's enough stories from people who are just regular people that have been paid. But they do sometimes ask for more. I talk about this in my video that's coming out this week. Is they'll ask for recordings of your hands, mouse, keyboard, the screen. It just seems so excessive. I don't know why they feel like they have to do that. If we could get a little spike up that gets smacked back, we kind of have that there. I think the short side would be okay. I'm no regular person. You take that back. Tyler, you're extraordinary. My fault. Honestly, if you've gotten a payout from a prop firm, you are in a small percentage of people. I mean, there's plenty of people, but small percentage of people who try it and get to the payouts level. So, GG's. Try a short here. Iggy, you got 33K from Apex, but then they effed you so hard. Been working on chargebacks with my credit card company for like a month now. What so what happened? What's the story there? If you may have told it before, I don't remember. Well, there's a spike up. I guess maybe should have waited for that. Stop is 59. Looks like it's about to get hit. Tagged out there. Okay, that was a very, very impulsive move there. ES off VWAP finally. Ghost orders on NTA. Okay. Oh boy. They told you were hedging when it's literally NT8 and the rhythmic glitching out. Oh man, yeah, that's crazy. What made you short in demand? Well, I don't have a technical demand zone. And I think to me it's been a massive overextended move up. I like that that ES was kind of seems stuck on VWAP, right? Like a lot of times I'll see it, coming to VWAP bounce. And so what I was looking for really was just NASDAQ to at least test the lows again, or at least around VWAP. I feel like we have this whole zone here that would be really prime for a NASDAQ to tap into before like pushing to new highs. So that's what I was looking for there. And generally, like I don't mind the entry, but clearly ran into some trouble, and then we have like a pretty large wick now formed on the 15-minute. So ES not really getting the same kind of boost here. NAS up 1.4% on the day. ES only at 0.87. All right, Grizz, have a good time at the gym. Have a great trip to Cancun. Good luck with the proposal. Hope it's everything you want it to be. And we'll see you when you get back. You gotta go to the rink soon. You with the ice rink? Skating rink? What kind of rink? Might try another short here. Let's gonna see what happens here. Let's look for a failure here at the highs. Yeah, hockey rink. All right. You play there? You work? What are you doing at the rink? I didn't know you were Canadian. Kind of like the short still, but gotta watch some larger buy orders hitting ES there, grabbing that liquidity. Let's see if we move off from that. Do you guys like this view okay? I kind of like it. New highs there on NASDAQ. I don't have VIX open, actually. I take profit trader. How long does the first payout usually take to process? You request it Saturday morning. I'd imagine by end of day today, but I've never been paid out from them. I'm working on my first payout. But chat, I bet there's somebody in chat who's been paid by Take Profit Trader, so let us know. All right, VIX, around $18. Look at this 15-minute, man. It's hard to want to short that, to be honest. Whoops. It's just strong, man. It's kind of annoying because we're just kind of no man's land while it's doing that. It's very overextended. What's up here, Nat? Why'd you stop trading with Top Step? Because they stopped working with me. What's the number where you say I've made enough for today? Well, sometimes it depends on the market, right? If it's kind of choppy and I make like $400, I'm like, all right, that's good. If it seems really solid price action, I love trading that I can read well, then yeah, I'd like to make a bit more, you know, $1,200, $1,000, anywhere $800, you know, anywhere from 800 on up. Usually I'd feel pretty good about, even 700. Well, what to do with this? I don't know. This is kind of stupid right now. The market's just stupid. It's just really stupid. I don't even know what the news item is that we're, you know, what was bullish over the weekend? Gold has movement. Yeah, I looked at it earlier. It's kind of the same situation though. Like, I don't know, gold's just at the lows. Nice downtrend at least. Like, pretty clear cut. It looks like. That's what you gotta love about gold. It just seems so like technical friendly. Yeah, nothing to do here on gold either. Hourly. Maybe I would look for, let's see what this level is like here. Like if gold bounced up to this green zone here, I would be interested in taking a look at it maybe. All right. Well, chat. Guess just patience here. NASDAQ easily making new highs on that one, on that leg up. ES, not so much. ES just chilling. Kind of stay in this pocket here from this like little high area from overnight there, pre-market. Oh, man. So we have a 900 level up next. I mean, come on. This doesn't even... I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do with this. No structure to work with. Got the... Where's the gap? The gap is far away now at this point. You know, almost, what, 180 points away or so. It would be great to get down there at some point today. Like how TradeFi has no minimum days now, so you can just trade $100 on 150K and request your balance from the 9K you made to take the first payout. No, you still have to make 9K and fund it though, you know. And there's still, you still have a consistency rule, so it's still like a minimum days of 5 days or whatever, right? Because of 20% consistency rule. So it's like not a listed rule, but it is 5 days minimum, and you still have to make $9,000. Now after the second payout, the second payout, there's still a profit goal. You have to make 4,500 or something, 4,000. There's another profit goal you have to hit after your first payout on instant funded. Yeah, second is another goal. It's I think it's 4,500 or 4,000, something like that. 4,500 though, I think. Yeah. Still profit goals for growth accounts. I don't remember. You think TopStep has the best rules? They just need to drop their activation fee and they'll be unstoppable. Yeah, they make a lot of money off the activation fee though. I don't think they're gonna drop it. All right. Well, this is very dull. Blue sky is the best rules. Maybe so. Okay. Oh, man. I'd like to see, like, find a setup, you know, something to even look for. I don't even know what to possibly look for, really. I mean, geez, we have to just do something, like, kind of dumb. I mean, this to me is the obvious pullback point. It's confluence in many things at the moment. But do I don't know. Did I enable TTS? I did. Try it out. The minimum is $2,000 and that'll trigger it. $317, I think, lots hit there on ES. Should push into the 92s, 94s here. And that'll coincide with around 900 on NASDAQ. Okay, someone do a TTS to make fun of Evan because he hates TTS. Gotta do it. Man, if we turn around right before 900 and revisit this, this is a green zone of optimism here. So we get a little flush down there to the green zone of optimism. It's a Jizu. That's what we call it in the biz, a Jizu. Sounds good, Evan. I like it. All right, we're going to go for that 900 now after we shook out Ola from his trade. Sorry, man. The market's just kind of a biatch sometimes. Have I seen Hacksaw Ridge? No, I haven't. Again, I'm rarely in the mood for like war movies. They're usually just exhausting, you know? Or it's like, oof, it's like kind of something to get through, you know? It's like an endurance challenge. Sitting there watching a movie, you're just like, all right, just get to the end where you guys are fine, right? You guys are going to be fine, right? Yeah, I don't know. I believe it's gazebo, Dan. Please educate yourself. It's a Jizu. Green zone of optimism. Down in the 850s. Green zone of optimism. Going into this opening range high there. IBH. Kind of looking for us to crack that. And head on to those 850s. Hey, fitties, get on down there. Get on down. Get on down. Unwell. I am unwell. All right, Wookie. We'll catch you later, man. I think a lot of people are saying I should have slept in this morning. Let's try the short hair down to my green zone of optimism. I'm at break even now. Here's the VWAP on ES. Taking half off there. It's kind of a slower move than I wanted to see. All right, out of that one. Small gain there. It seemed like some buyers were kind of coming in there to buy on NASDAQ. Still want us to hit that special Crayola zone there. I drew that with my finest of Crayolas, freshly sharpened. Let's get on down. Get on down there. Come on now. Get on down, son. You don't sharpen Crayolas? You, my friend, have never sharpened your crayons. Then why do they make this? Crayon Pro Electric Sharpener. Just for your crayons. Yeah. You gotta have a sharp point on a Crayola to do these kind of drawings, bro. Don't come at me. Don't come at me with that. Turning around before my green zone of optimism, this is making me very pessimistic. I just don't know what to think. Legendary pulls from Facebook Marketplace. 250 pounds of habaneros for $700. And an antique amputation kit for $500. Well, that's got everything you need. All in one place. That's what makes it so great. Yeah, they got the built-in sharpener on the back. That's harder to Google, I think. But they definitely had the... My point is crayons need to be sharpened. And whether you use the built-in sharpener on the back of a Mega Pack 64 count of all your favorite colors, or you are loaded and have an electric sharpener that you spent $80 on, either way, you sharpen those Crayolas. And these are the sharpest in town. Okay. Well, you know, I'm not upset I got a small piece on the move down. That just helps things a little bit from a P&L standpoint. 287 feels a lot better than 410 or whatever. You know, it's just feels more like, all right, I can get this back here. It's not a big deal. Yeah, a lot of buying there. Good call, Parshaw. It's like 1,000 lots. No, that's like 1,500 lots there really fast. Do they get continuation? Are they absorbed? This is what I'm asking. I think we're gonna retest lower now. 840s to me is my next area of interest. I'd like to see us smash through the zone of optimism. What up, Mike? I haven't seen you around in a while. How you been? How you living, man? Going well here. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, doing fine. All right, sorry about that. OBS died. All right, green zone of optimism held for now. I was hoping to see us slide on down through it. But aren't those some sharp effing Crayolas? Pretty sharp Crayolas. Pretty sharp. Still want us to move lower though. The Jizu was good, but I do want to see some 2HD, if you know what I mean. See, I can make up my own terms too. I can make up my own terms in paper trade. Where's my notoriety? Come on. I mean, that pullback to the trend line, to the green zone of optimism, etc. That's good, but I still want a greater pullback. I mean, look, we've just been ripping since Sunday open. Like, it's a better pullback would be nice. Is that so much to ask for from the market? Have to, bro. If you're gonna be selling a course, it's a prerequisite. Look at ES not getting a pop at all here. See if Nasdaq can get that flush now. Flush to 840s, even under 840 there. Gonna look for a sign of rejection on Nasdaq here. Problem is, you know, ES, it very easily could bounce here, you know. Pretty solid, like, you know, play off the lows on ES. So that could be misguided as well. I don't know, does this fix anything? Can't really fix that problem without probably restarting OBS. What do you guys do during trading? I talk to chat. This is very boring. For sure. Guys, I got this very exciting email just now. Would you like a $280,000 webinar? Hey Daniel, we can set up a paid ads webinar funnel for the channel that'll make you anywhere from 100K to 500K based on your audience size. We just closed a webinar funnel for name redacted that did $276,000 in 30 days. Would you be free the next week to discuss how we can implement this? Wow. Have I been sleeping on this money this whole time? Bro, what am I doing here? Getting super chats for $2 instead of doing that. I'm doing this all wrong, guys. Turns out. Look at that freaking buy up off the green zone of optimism there. Jeez, that was good. Why didn't I just long that, man? What was I thinking? What the was I thinking? Yeah, there's an audio lag apparently. I mean, I could quit OBS if you want and restart this. Not restart the stream. Like you could stay here on the same link, but I could try it because technically, you know, from my end it's fine. It's just must be OBS dropping some packets or some other network lingo. I don't really know. Eddie explained to traders that full porting into CPI is risky and we can't do anything about their blown account. But what if I full port into CPI and lose? You can help me, Eddie, right? I'm special. My mama said so.
very special guy here. I'm not allowed to blow accounts. Used all my allowance on these accounts, man. You gotta help me out.
Got to promote FTX. Yeah. What was their other company? The crypto. They're like, it was like a sister company or something. Bybit? No, not Bybit. Something. They emailed me for a sponsorship. I did not respond. Oh man.
Eddie, you gotta help me out, sir. I have 30K in credit card debt, all top step resets.
Oh man. Well, look at this divergence here really playing out. Would really like to see us get the drop. Do we get the pop first? Do we get the pop then drop? Or does ES just get a lift off here? I don't know. Elby says big drop. I would love a big drop, man. I hope so. I hope you're right. When? No idea. Yeah. You're like bears on Twitter, always saying, drop is coming. Then the 12th time they're finally right. See, told you. No, I would love a big drop. That'd be great. I mean, how long can we continue this? Yeah, Jacob, this is like a bunch of nothing here. Eddie and Dan make money by talking to idiots on the internet. I mean, I guess people are expecting U.S.-China talks later this week to go well. They're bullish on that. But with this kind of reaction, you know, if it's anything less than stellar, the result of the talks, it should result in some selling. Am I right? All right, ES is now under this trend line, under VWAP here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of momentum to the downside. Come on. Let's see if any large orders show up here. Mine, you got base hits and a little bit more, debating if you should stay a little bit more or go play Ultimate Hold'em. Go play Ultimate Hold'em. Are you playing online? Parshov, the problem is you told people you don't like that nickname. If you just ignored it or didn't say much about it at all, I don't know if they would continue it. But since they know you don't like it, you know how the mods here are. Big bullies. What can we guess when ES and NQ are not doing the same thing? Well, you know, we always say one of them's lying, right? The move's stronger when the indices are working in tandem with one another, right? They're both moving similarly. The move is stronger, more likely to stick. All right, so I would like to see us at least get a blast up to 900 plus. Yeah, I just found out about it the other day, Mayan. So, I mean, the problem is you with Ultimate Texas Hold'em, you can't bluff, right? Which is kind of a fairly large part of the game. Have you made money playing it? Like, which one do you think is more favorable, that or blackjack? I was reading online that some of the dealers just mess up a lot on Texas Hold'em. Like they misread their hand or something, like for the benefit of the player. Can we get the blast up here? We definitely we take new highs there. Not enough to get to 900 yet. Not nearly enough, gentlemen. Not nearly enough. CYB, what up? How you doing? Yeah, you ended up tripling up at an ultimate, and that was over the course of a lot of hands, not just windfalling. Solid. What kind of hands do you do like a continuation bet on, whatever they call it? Like you know, since it's kind of, you're essentially playing like heads up, right? You can be a little bit more aggressive with you know, something you wouldn't play in regular Hold'em. So like if you have King 8, are you doing a follow-up bet, a continuation bet? Gabagool, come here, buddy. Gabagool. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly, Mayan. Yeah, I was thinking it'd be more interesting because, you know, blackjack's fine, but it's kind of boring. You know, like it's so simple. Poker, there's just like so many different hand combinations that make it kind of fun. All right, we got to hit 900 now. We have to. It's a must. Or my name isn't Parchy. Yeah, I was actually using ChatGPT for basic strategy too, Marian. So you bet 4x on aces or kings. You mean 4x when you land a pair of aces or kings? So turning around just before 900. yet again. Still looking for that blast through. Yeah, I've said this a lot, but you know, when we initially turn around right before his key psych level, I often see us blast, 20, 30 points through it, So, I wouldn't mind seeing that, especially if ES can get going here and get back up to push new highs. We could easily see like 930, no problem. And then before you know it, we're at 26,000, which is nuts. So let's see if we can do something like that. Most of the betting is pre-flop or on a flop. Well, pre-flop, you have your regular bet, and then you have the ante and blind, right? And then that's it. And then you see a flop, and then can you do half of your bet, or can you bet all the way? Can you bet multiples of your bet? Dang out. Should have just longed the Jizu here. That was the play. I was too busy trying to think of a way to see us short into, 2-hour demand or something. You only get to bet one time in the whole round, so you have to decide a good time to do it. Oh, I didn't know that. Well. Okay. Really turning around right before 900 this time. Do I long this, guys? Is this a long chat? I'm gonna try it here. I'm gonna go a little heavier. Right now I'm banking on ES getting back up to its highs here. Pretty much back to my entry here. Check out the sellers here. Oh yeah, nice sell on there on ES. Yeah. Here's a better entry to the long side. See if we can put these sellers underwater. Some large orders hitting there on the sell side. Just gobbled them up. See if we can push. I wouldn't be surprised to see us end up getting, grinding pretty high and then getting a nice decent drop. So I'm looking to catch that, move up. I find a lot of times when I'm like waiting, trying to find a reversal or something, like it's not really the play in these kind of conditions. It's just buying and holding, giving a little bit of room to pull back. We're back to my entry again here. I haven't been in profit like pretty much once since I entered this trade. Just been sitting in drawdown, so hopefully we can push through to new highs here so I can taste some sweet profit. Okay. They want to see ES show some signs of life. All right, Froggy. See you tomorrow, man. Take care. Thanks, Parshab. Yeah, I like that one too. It's pretty fun. Sweet, sweet prophet. Papa want a taste. ES is at this red zone of terror here. It's a small zone. We could definitely push through it. Get up to highs. I'll be right back. We got the Gabagool.
Gabagool. Over here.
All right, it's 99 and a half here. ES getting through that zone of terror, right? Keep going, baby. Keep going, ES. You can do it. You know, I think we're gonna blast through. I do. I'm a little nervous though, just because, you know. There we go. There's a 1. There we go. Some buyer stepping in here. Bro is agitated. He's short. Gabagool short at all-time highs. He's kind of fussy. Don't just reject 900. Need ES to snap through these orders here. Don't retrace on me after all that drawdown I sat through. Waiting for this break here. Let's move on up to 920 now. That's the only thing that just makes sense. I know the market wants to. Push it, push it. Come on, baby. Let's go. Push, push. Close one and let the other rip. I've been considering it. I have. I mean, I think the trade's good. I don't want to like second guess myself on this. It's just a lot easier when you're already sitting green. Dang, Gabagool, relax, buddy. Dude is furious. Come on. This is actually a tough hold. I really do think it's going to move here, and I don't have to be worried about it. I was thinking about selling one here. If I can get to 560 profit, I'll sell one. That puts me about break even. Not that I really want to trade my P&L, but it would just be easier to hold for the bigger move. It's really taking its sweet ass time here. I took one off there. That's just, yeah, it's just taking a minute here. Well, there, I'm at least protected, and you know, not gonna. I'll get back in the green here at least, even if it's a little bit. Be much more fun if we just blast through to the 20s. Is it that hard? Thanks, Mike. Thanks for trimming the position so we can finally get the move. Appreciate your sacrifice for the greater good. To be clear, me winning is the greater good in this scenario. Come on, man. Jeez. All right, well. You winning is a greater good manifest. I don't know. How about we both win? I think it's gonna stop me here. Just not really getting the follow through from buyers here. Well, after all that, you know, man, that was a lot for a little, you know. Could have been a lot more. Felt kind of pain. It was, you know, it was a lot of drawdown, and then we were just chilling at 900. Not yet getting that push through it. Personally, I still think it could happen here, especially now that I'm out of the trade. I'm not opposed to getting back in. You know, again, you know, now that I'm break even on the day, whatever. I'm a little bit, you know, I like trading from that rather than digging out of the hole. What's that sound? It's Save That Money by Lil Dicky, and I kind of just did a little remix thing on it. So, if you know Save That Money by Lil Dicky, that's what that is. And I just made it fun. Put a little cash register ching there on the end of it. Yeah, the ads are now like side by side, right? So that's kind of nice. I mean, you know, not nice, better than it was. Less interruptive. All right. So I'm up green. Everything I've traded, you know, I was trading the futures desk, scalping here and there, doing some other trades. Up 190 on the futures desk, static account. Made some money on Tick Tick. Gabagool's crying in the background because he wants to go bark at Rachel. And we're not letting him. Sorry, David, I saw your question earlier and then I forgot. You know, I got distracted with other stuff. I think we're still going to get that blast through person. I still think so. Even though, you know, we tend to be slowing, or seem to be slowing down here. It's just, I feel like this usually happens. Which is the cheapest MyFund futures account? It's the core account. The core account's $73 when you use code Dan. And you can click on the flex option to get 3K payouts instead of just 1K payout caps. So they're all no activation fee though. But the core one's the cheapest and it's very solid. I like the core one a lot. I personally wouldn't be surprised to get a decent short opportunity in the next, 30 minutes. Oh, I almost want to long this again. I don't like the location though. So you're really counting on it to just blast through 900 again, after struggling for a while. I like it when we see, buyers with limit orders sitting there underneath price at a key level here. You want them to be real orders, right? So you do want to see them get filled. Chester, not you now. Not you, Chester. Boys are stressing. All right, Maya, catch you later, man. Good luck with the Ultimate Texas Hold'em. Have fun. Blast through 900. Here we go. It kind of sucks once ES got a little bit of a movement. Like NASDAQ kind of just died out. What tool are you using for order flow? I'm using Motive Wave, and they have order flow tools built in. You know, like this histogram on the right is depth of market, order flow. There's a blast higher to 910. Chester, it's all right, bud. And there's a heat map too, like book map. Some nice buy orders there. I think we should see some continuation. Let's see. Gotta watch though. If we start seeing large sell orders and some follow through, then could be a good short. Excuse me for all the sniffles. We're going to move to 919, aren't we? That was my target. I always want it. Sometimes I have a hard time holding for it, though. Let's see here. It seems to me like buyers really just aren't as excited to buy up here for obvious reasons, but you know, could be a good spot to roll over. See that trend line? Worked pretty well there. This ascending wedge here. Now I'd like to see the next leg down out of this wedge. I was thinking we break higher though out of the wedge to the upside. Maybe grab some, trap some late longs. Chester, hang on. I'm talking, buddy. I'm talking. Respect the stream. Respect it. They don't respect it. Location sucks. It's way too late for a long. But I would really love to see 919, 920s. Because what I really hope doesn't happen here is I hope we don't just grind higher. Like break out of this and just grind the rest of the session higher. That would suck. All right, I'm gonna let the dogs loose here because Rachel left. So hang on, be right back. Oh, I muted. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Eddie. I wasn't saying a whole lot, but good looking out. All right, I'm gonna try a short here. I want to see a pop higher, you know, like where this ellipse is. And then, you know, I thought the short would be higher quality. I'm just going to see if we roll over now without it. Don't have a ton of confidence in it here, but let's just see if we can pick up some speed here and make it happen. As we speed up here, if we wick, do lower wicks, I'll hop out. Don't really want to see that. Take a little profit there. Not opposed to re-entering again. Honestly, ES looks like it could pop higher though. It was kind of holding here as NQ is leaking lower. I don't know. Still would love to see the short move. Yes, Jeffrey. On the 1 minute chart, that's correct, yes. Which is the two charts I'm looking at here. What if we can blast over 900 again? This is, you know, we tried for so long. It wasn't happening. See if it can happen. Chop, chop, grind, grind. Yep, yep. Monday, Monday. Monday, fun day. Well, I like the rejection 900. I'll try this again here. Yeah, it's going to target the top of that wick from Sunday Open to the upside at 97. The wick from Sunday Open to the upside at 97. Well, let's see here. Probably call it a day here after this trade. Either way, you know, win or loss. Continuation, let's go. Push, push. ES kind of doing its own thing here a little bit. Okay, you got to work on your patience. Yeah, it's really tough on days like this. I think Mondays are especially hard to have patience just because you're ready to get back to the charts. You know, you're ready to trade again. I don't like this. Don't really love it, if I'm being honest. Here's 900 again. ES pushing at its highs here. We might get the pop now to the 920s here. That makes sense to me, honestly. Yeah, I think I will, I'm going to take a loss here. I'm not really opposed to flipping long. It's just, again, it's been really choppy here at 900. It just seems like you could really get into some trouble. So, just ES finally decided to wake up there. And I think it ticked new highs there. trying to give this enough room where ES could test the highs and I could stay in this trade without being completely invalidated. But I think I'll go ahead and take the stop here. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, chat. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another trading stream. Hopefully we'll get some better price action. But have a good rest of your day. And am I still going to... I think it's just teasing me. I think it's going to tap me out. It just likes to give me false hope. It's kind of classic NASDAQ behavior. So I will see you later, chat. Stop toying with me, NASDAQ. Jeez. Jeez. Peace.